Hi friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today in this video lecture, I am going to discuss biography of Nathaniel Hawthorne along with discussing some of his important major works. He was born in the year 1804, died in the year 1864, born in a place called Salem which is situated in Massachusetts and was born to a judge. It means his father was a judge. After growing up, he joined Brook Farm community. This is a sort of transcendental utopian society. He formed this society with an intention where everybody can live happily. And in this society or members of this community make their own sort of laws. They govern themselves according to some basic principles of transcendentalism. He worked at Boston Custom House, which is a kind of government department, and he holds a transcendental belief. He believes that society, including organized religion, is killing the individual's pure soul because it try to make them restrictive and think from a limited point of view. They are not able to think as per their own wishes. They are thinking what society is telling them to think. And also he believes in the creation of utopian societies because such kinds of society allow people to embrace individual strength and contribute to the betterment of the community. He added W to his surname to hide his relationship with his father, and Melville's Moby Dick was dedicated to Nathaniel Hawthorne. After graduating, he moved to Salem and was determined to become a writer, and after that, he wrote so many important works. Here I am discussing important work published by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and he started his career in writing field by first publishing a work called Fanshawe. This work was based on his college life, and this is a sort of novel about a young man whose name is Fanshawe and his relationship with his college friends and young woman named Ellen Langton. The story is set in the fictional town of Hurley College and explores themes of love, friendship, and personal identity. Here I am telling you summary of this work. In this work there is a mysterious and introverted character whose name is Fenshaw, who attends Hurley College, and after that he forms a close bond with his roommate whose name is Edward Walcott, and they became inseparable friends after their bond is getting so much stronger. Then they try to develop a kind of friendship with another guy whose name is Charles Loring, who was a sort of charismatic and popular student, and they form a trio of friendship and spend a lot of time all together. Fenshaw meets Ellen Langton, who was a beautiful and intelligent young woman, and falls in love with her. Charles also became infatuated with Ellen and competes with Fenshaw for gaining her attention. This sort of thing creates a kind of tension within the group and ultimately leads to a falling out between Fenshaw and Charles. So there is a kind of this means this lady created a kind of clash between Fenshaw and Charles because they both love this lady or this young woman whose name is Ellen Langton. Then Fenshaw was heartbroken and filled out with regret and decides to leave Harley College for the sake of his own sanity. It means he at this phase disappears and cuts off all contact with his friends, and remaining characters try to make sense of Fanshaw's disappearance and cope with the loss of their friend. Hawthorne explores the complexities of human relationships and the struggles of personal identities by depicting different functions of different characters. So here he presents one major character whose name is Fanshawe, who try to represent in this story a kind of internal conflict and longing for forming a true connection with a girl or with a woman whose name is Ellen Langton. The novel hints at the idea that true happiness can only come from within, not from outside. So it comes from true happiness comes from within oneself, and also showcases that external validation or relationships, outer relationships, cannot fill the void within us. Novel Fenshaw was published by Samuel Goodrich, and this novel was not well received. It means that this novel, when it was published at that time, it was not able to receive so much attention from others, and Hawthorne, as a result of it, he burned the other remaining unsold copies. So we can say that Fenshaw is a novel which talks about love, friendship, and the search for personal identity. Another work published by Nathaniel Hawthorne is a sort of collection of short stories titled as Twice Told Tales. Its first version came in the year 1837, and a revised version came in the year 1842. Stories in the collection explores various themes such as sin, guilt, and moral redemption. Hawthorne, in this short story collection, by publishing so many short stories, reflects on the power and importance of stories, because these sort of stories try to convey essential truths about human nature, and also through these stories people are able to convey important lessons or messages that can change or transform lives of so many people in various ways. The stories in this collection are set in New England and feature Puritan themes and characters. Stories inspired from historical events and explore consequences of sin and guilt. Here I am mentioning list of some short stories which are considered to be part of this short story collection titled as Twice Told Tales. First short story, notable short story, is titled as The Minister's Black Veil. In this story, there is a minister who wears a black veil, causing curiosity and fear among the townspeople. So this story tells story of a minister who begins wearing a black veil that covers his face. The veil creates curiosity and fear among the townspeople, and they begin to speculate on the reasons behind the minister's mysterious behavior of wearing this black veil. We can assess that this story explores themes of sin, guilt, and the tendency to judge others based on their appearances. Another short story, which is part of this collection, is titled as The Birthmark. In this story, there is a character whose name is Olmer, who becomes so much obsessed with removing a small birthmark from his wife's face, whose name is Georgiana. This birthmark, according to him, is a sign of imperfection, and he becomes determined to rid her of it. So, this story is a kind of obsessive quest of a husband who is in the path of finding perfection, which in a way leads to tragic consequences. And also, this short story explores themes of obsession, the danger of playing with the things created by God, and also talks about human fragility. Another work is titled as Rapacini's Daughter, which is considered to be as part of this short story collection. In this short story, there is a character whose name is Giovanni, who falls in love with Beatrice, and Beatrice is considered to be daughter of a scientist whose name is Dr. Rapacini, and Beatrice has been raised in a garden filled with poisonous plants, and her touch is deadly to other living beings. Despite the risk, Giovanni is drawn to Beatrice and becomes entangled in a web of love and danger. So, this short story explores themes of love and danger, and also talks about love, isolation, and the consequences of scientific experimentation on human beings. Other stories which are considered to be part of this short story collection titled as Twice Told Tale is Young Goodman Brown, which delves into the dark nature of humanity. Next one is The Maypole of Mary Mount. This particular story explores the clash between Puritans and revelers. And last one is The Minister's Black Veil. This is an allegorical tale about the dangers of seeking power. Then with this video lecture ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your UGC NET English Literature exams. Thank you.